Hi, how good is your random knowledge? If you like interesting and varied quiz questions, then this one's for you. 75 questions, let's see how many you can get correct. Here we go. Which fruit is actually made up of multiple berries fused together? Pineapple, pomegranate or banana? The answer, pineapple. If you remember it, you weren't there, refers to which decade? The 50s, 60s or 70s? That is the 60s. Which flower does the fleur-de-lis symbol represent? Lily, rose or tulip? That is a lily. What nationality was author Hans Christian Andersen? Dutch, Swedish or Danish? And he was Danish. Where are the metatarsals located in the body? Are they in the knees, wrists or feet? And they are in the feet. Which of these famous explorers completed a circumnavigation of the globe? Ferdinand Magellan, Sir Francis Drake or Marco Polo? The only one there to make it all the way round, Sir Francis Drake. Which of these is a nightshade vegetable? Sweet potato, potato or yam? The answer, potato. The Britannic, a sister ship of the Titanic, sank during which war? World War I, II or the Crimean War? That sank in World War I. Peacocks and peahens are the male and female of which bird? Peafowl, peabirds or peaducks? They are peafowl. The largest earthquake ever recorded is known as the Great what? Chilean, Japanese or Mexican earthquake? That was the Great Chilean earthquake. Myopathy refers to diseases that primarily affect which body part? The spinal cord, skeletal muscles or lungs? The answer is skeletal muscles. The 12 astrological signs are also known as what? The almanac, the zodiac or the oracle? The answer is the zodiac. What is the Latin that means word for word? Ad libitum, verbatim or per diem? The answer, verbatim. What's the name of the boy in the Winnie the Pooh stories? Is he Edmund Pevensey, Charlie Bucket or Christopher Robin? He is Christopher Robin. What are points in cricket called? Are they wickets, overs or runs? They are called runs. In which city did Louis Vuitton establish his brand in 1854? In Madrid, Rome or Paris? That was in Paris. Which of these is a type of small, fast warship? A corvette, Mustang or Camaro? That is a corvette. Which plant is toxic but also used to make heart drugs? African violet, foxglove or petunia? The answer there is the foxglove. British Honduras is now known as what? Belize, Panama or Nigeria? That is Belize. In modern Western music, which note is the same as C sharp? F sharp, A flat or D flat? The correct option there is D flat. Which part of the tongue is most sensitive to sweet tastes? The tip, back or right side? And the most sensitive part is the tip. What happened to the pirate called Blackbeard? Was he hanged for piracy, mysteriously disappeared, or killed in battle? He was killed in battle. Who wrote and recorded the song 9 to 5? Was that Tammy Wynette, Gloria Estefan, or Dolly Parton? And you can pour yourself a cup of ambition if you knew the answer was Dolly Parton. Which is a city in France famous for its mustard? Lyon, Dijon, or Nice? That is Dijon. What is a young bird that is learning to fly called? A nestling, fledgling, or skyling? That is a fledgling. A red cross on a white background is known as which? St. Patrick's, George's, or David's cross? That is St. George's cross. The Thomas Hardy novel is Far from the Madding what? Crowd, horde, or mob? The answer is crowd. J'adore perfume is by which brand? Dior, Chanel, or Gucci? That's by Dior. Which of these movies is not about boxing? Cinderella Man, Any Given Sunday, or Raging Bull? There's a bonus point if you know what it was about. The answer is Any Given Sunday. What chemical compound is known for its characteristic rotten egg smell? Hydrogen sulfide, sodium chloride, or magnesium hydroxide? And the smelly one there is hydrogen sulfide. Which planet has the largest ocean in the solar system? Neptune, Saturn, or Jupiter? And that's a liquid hydrogen ocean on Jupiter. What is the newest country in Africa? Is it the Gambia, Eswatini, or South Sudan? It is South Sudan. Which of these spoon sizes is the smallest? A sugar spoon, teaspoon, or coffee spoon? The smallest of those, the coffee spoon. How many US states share a land border with Mexico? 4, 3, or 2? And do you know what they are? The correct answer is 4. Which famous crime writer disappeared for 11 days, causing a national search? Was that Agatha Christie, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, or John Grisham? That was Agatha Christie. Do all fish have scales? Yes or no? The answer is no, not all of them. In Greek mythology, who was the only mortal of the 3 Gorgon sisters? Medusa, Steno, or Uriel? The answer is Medusa. What is the first word in the NATO phonetic alphabet? Is it apple, alpha, or aardvark? It is alpha. What is silicon dioxide commonly known as? Is that sapphire, silica, or topaz? That is silica. What metal are US peace dollars mostly made of? Are they gold, silver or nickel? They are silver. Curd is fermented what? Milk, potatoes or apples? The answer is milk. Flanker and hooker are positions in which sport? Netball, rugby or volleyball? And they are in rugby. Celine Dion had a very long and popular music residency in which city? Los Angeles, Las Vegas or Chicago? The answer, Las Vegas. Which London landmark contains 21 named towers? Is that the Palace of Westminster, Buckingham Palace or the Tower of London? That would be the Tower of London. What herb flavours a mojito drink? Chamomile, rosemary or mint? The tasty and correct choice there is mint. Which movie won Best Picture at the 2024 Academy Awards? Was it Oppenheimer, Barbie or Poor Things? It was Oppenheimer. Which country was known as Democratic Kampuchea? Was that Bhutan, Burkina Faso or Cambodia? That was Cambodia. In which decade did the Beatles form? The 60s, 50s or 40s? And they formed right at the start of the 1960s. The Toronto Maple Leafs are a team in which sport? Football, ice hockey or lacrosse? And they are an ice hockey team. Cordite is a type of what? Metal alloy, tea or explosive? It's a type of explosive. Which is a racket sport from China? Diablo, Mahjong or Qianball? And I'm not sure if I said those correctly, the answer is Qianball. What name links actresses Lawrence and Aniston? Jennifer, Emma or Anne? And they are both Jennifers. The E Street Band is the backing band for which rock star? Alice Cooper, Bruce Springsteen or Eddie Van Halen? The answer, Bruce Springsteen. How many zeros in a trillion? Are there 8, 10 or 12? And that's a 1 followed by 12 zeros. A star and what other celestial body are on the Turkish flag? The moon, sun or Saturn? The answer, the moon. In which of these places might you see a glass frog? The Amazon, Congolian or Daintree rainforest? The answer is in the Amazon rainforest. What title did King Charles III hold before he became king? Was he the Prince of England, Wales or Scotland? He was the Prince of Wales. The most valuable pearls come from which shellfish? Oysters, clams or scallops? They come from pearl oysters. What is the background of a flag called? Is it a field, place or domain? It is a field. Waltzing Matilda is a well-known folk song from which country? Germany, Canada or Australia? That's from Australia. The cola in Coca-Cola originally referred to what? Cola leaves, cola beans or cola nuts? The answer, cola nuts. How many weeks is a typical human full-term pregnancy? 40, 35 or 30? The answer is 40. Andalusia is a large autonomous region in which country? Spain, Mexico or Argentina? That's in Spain. What does the A stand for in the country name UAE? Is it Arab, Arabia or Alliance? It stands for Arab. Which legendary actor used the alias Harvey Mushman when competing in motor races? Clint Eastwood, Steve McQueen or Paul Newman? That was Steve McQueen. Which is widely considered the most tender premium beef cut? Chuck steak, filet mignon or skirt steak? The most tender is filet mignon. Which of these countries is not a sultanate? Indonesia, Oman or Brunei? The one that's not is Indonesia. What is the first name of the Spanish writer de Cervantes? Miguel, Carlos or Pedro? The answer is Miguel. How many degrees is a quarter turn? 45, 90 or 180? It is 90. Chevrotains are small mammals, also known as which? Pygmy squirrels, mouse deer or hamster bears? They are mouse deer. The Book of the Heavenly Cow is from which civilization? Ancient Greek, Ancient Egyptian or Ancient China? That's from Ancient Egyptian. What colour is the so-called screen of death on a Windows computer? Is it black, red or blue? It is blue. Somatotypes are a system of classifying what? Wave shapes, cloud shapes or human body shapes? That is, human body shapes. Sejong the Great is regarded as the greatest ruler in whose history? India's, Thailand's or Korea's? The answer, Korea's. Nickel originates from the German word Kupfernickel, which translates to devil's what? Copper, gold or silver? That is the devil's copper. Okay, some of those towards the end, they were really challenging, weren't they? I put those in for those of you who really enjoy a quiz and play them regularly and need a challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. If you scored 50 points or more overall, then you did great. You deserve a hot drink. Go make yourself one. Thanks for playing and I'll see you again on another quiz.